We are live. Welcome to the One to Go show. It is Puka. It is Steve-O. 17th annual John Seitz Memorial. From a blustery, chilly Grand Forks, North Dakota. So we just finished up night 2 here. Pretty good crowd, pretty dirty night, windy night. The wind just doesn't seem to want to stop. Pretty chilly night. He wasn't too chilly, I was pretty chilly. But we'll run through a little breakdown here, and then we're going to shoot over in the pits and see what's going on over there. So, about my 10th trip to Grand Forks. Many of you have been to Grand Forks. It's called the Bull Ring, tacky fast. I would say that this was the slowest track. Not that the racing was bad, but the slowest track I've ever seen in Grand Forks.
No, it slowed down. Track blew off and it was slick and slowed down, but the racing was good.
Most interesting part of the, I think, part about the track tonight was corners 1 and 2 on the top. Many guys in the struggle bus. Wild Child, Brock Grunwald, you know, in the feature. TPO. There's a little. Some of you, anybody that's watching from Grand Forks, who I don't know what the big building or factory is off of corner 2, but there are many people that were trying to pump themselves right off the corner and head there. But that was something that I've never seen in Grand Forks. I've been here about 10 times, and it kept biting people.
It was treacherous.
Yeah.
Some guys could get through it, other ones were steering to the left to get through. They had to get out of the gas to get through, and it was interesting for sure.
All right, why don't we go through just a little bit of results here? How about the heats?
Late model heats. There was it was passing points for the late models. So there were some movers. Other than Cole Schill going 3rd to 1st in his heat, the rest of them came from 7th, 8th, or 9th to win. TPO 2nd heat, 9th to 1st. Eagle 7th to 1st. Edgington 8th to 1st. Bresseth 8th to 1st, and then Chad Mader 7th to 1st in the 6th heat. So there was passing.
Yeah, so like I said, the track was the slowest I've seen it. Within a battery, there was plenty of passing. And in Edgington, in that heat, where he was one of the few guys that could work the top in 1 and 2 without any issues, it was so much faster up there if you could work the issue. But it seemed like, gosh, right in the middle too. It just wanted to launch guys to the right. People just wanted to go out, and that did not correct all night. They did farm the track.
Well, they farmed it once. They called it intermission. After all the heats were done, they farmed it. And then they just do an intermission. And then they came out with the Bs.
Yeah, and then they did that little farm
B features, and then they farmed again before the super stock feature because they said it was too slippery.
And that was just on the straights.
On the straightaways. Yep. Okay. So there was some time off there for a while.
All right, so we got to see 3 features tonight. Super stocks were up first. You know, it was actually a fun super stock race.
It was a good race.
It was a fun super. It was a good race, and there were no cautions.
No caution.
So Brandon Duhlman, kind of interesting. Surprised to see him here. He led every lap. He gets there in victory lane and says, this is a 7-hour trip, but I went to college here, he said, and I always wanted to race here, the NF Supers, so he kind of took care of business there. Modifies, well, we didn't see 3 feature races, this is dash. The modifies, just an absolute battle, but some great cars, the Millennial Farmer, TPO, Stearns, Eames, Emery, Strand, Stackfield, $3,000 to win. So congrats to everybody here in Grand Forks for putting this together. I mean, a track that doesn't have mods weekly, to get this kind of a field up here was pretty impressive. For not having this class weekly. Any comments on the mod feature?
Well, it was fun to watch because TPO ended up getting the lead there, and he got in the lap traffic 15 laps in, and Brock Grunwald was coming, and TPO had 3 lap cars in front of him, so he decides to go to the top in 1-2, and over the berm he goes. And the place went nuts. So there you got Ryan Aho. You got your Strand fans and your TPO fans, because when TPO went over, the Strand fans erupted.
Yeah, so this was the Al Delaney Memorial, and Brock Grunwald with a great run. He led early. TPO passes him, and there caution feeling. So this was a battle. It was a battle between drivers and cars, but it was also a battle, like I said, with the track. not everyone could just make it work. So, Grunwald leads early, TPO leads, TPO takes himself out, Grunwald leads, but then one of the restarts that
restarts, Grunwald looped her on his own from what I saw.
In 1 and 2.
In 1 and 2, that same treacherous corner.
And then,
so he goes to the back, and then I think, was it Zach? Assumed the lead, Zach. And then Thomas was there with him, and Emery.
Stearns.
And Stearns. Yep. So forth. Yeah, so that was a battle. They were 3 wide going in after that restart. Before Brock looped it. There was a dogfight getting to the lead. It was a great feature.
Congrats to Zach Johnson. I would say, I don't know, maybe a dozen cars finished. Like I said, it was a battle of attrition with the track, and it was a battle with the track. And then the last event on the card was the 15-lap dash. 8 cars setting up the first 4 rows for the 92-lapper. Tomorrow, Cole Searing out to an early lead. I guess really the thing to watch there was, again, TPO. And the phenomenon that is TPO, it's the first time I've seen him live, I believe.
Me too.
And he is one of those guys, you kind of have to keep your eye on him no matter where he is, because he just keeps coming. And he did try that again during the dash.
He's fun to watch. Him and Demo were, Demo started shotgun 8th, and TPO started 5th. Yeah, they spread out a little bit.
But he just kept working. It was a dash. He didn't need to, but he just, he go to the top. He got, like I said, that treacherous area, and he's bouncing around. But he kept coming and coming. So that kind of made the race. He said 15 laps, but by then the track kind of had, like I said, there's been a pretty steady wind here too. So, anything to add? Closing thoughts?
No, I just give a shout out to the gals in the concessions here. Got a bucket of Jordan's Ultimate Nachos. Jordan's Ultimate Nachos. Wow.
Diane, I lied. We're coming
Half
for
an ice
you.
cream pail, but we didn't know what to expect.
You could eat for 2 or 3 on that.
Gosh, yeah, but
that hit the spot.
And thanks for all the coffee. The coffee was great. Like I said, it was a chilly night.
North wind out of 5-6 miles an hour. Tomorrow night, you're talking 10 to 15 mile an hour winds all night. It's going to be a chilly one. They're coming out tomorrow and dress warm.
Yeah.
It'll be dirty.
We'll be here, so catch all the action, maybe even a pre-race show tomorrow if we get a chance. So, the One to Go show, it is Steve-O, it is Puka. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you all in the next video.